Hey guys, it's Talia. Welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can see, I have no makeup on. I do have a naked face. That's because I was going to show you my everyday makeup routine. Now, I know this is sort of more of my old style of content back when I was a beauty guru, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I get a lot of questions every day on Twitch. What makeup are you wearing? Because I literally do the exact same face every single day. I used to be a makeup artist and I used to change my look, and I used to do like a pink cut crease and like glitter eyes, and I used to do crazy stuff with my face, but I just kind of don't really do that anymore, and I do the same makeup every day. So I thought this might be the time to do an everyday makeup routine, because it genuinely is an everyday makeup routine. This video is actually sponsored by BBC Sounds. If you are anything like me, and when you do your makeup or just your whatever you do to get ready in the morning, whether it's washing your face or just having a shower, I like to listen to something, and music distracts me. Like, it distracts me so badly. I don't know what it is. I just want to dance, and I don't want to focus on what I'm doing. Whereas if I listen to a podcast, I'm entertained, but I can still focus on what I'm doing, and you know, it's like a 2-for-1. I enjoy it much more than listening to music. The one I'm currently listening to is Bad People, and it's a true crime podcast with a criminal psychologist and a comedian. So it's really interesting hearing sort of like two different perspectives. The amount of times the comedian will say something and the psychologist is just like, no, yeah, that's not quite right. It's hilarious. I thought I'd actually just include a screen recording of the BBC Sounds app, just because that's where I use it and it's super easy to use. So I thought I'd show you what it looked like. This is actually the Bad People podcast that I've been listening to with Dr. Julia Short and comedian Sophie Hagen. I highly recommend it, like I've mentioned before in the video, but yeah, just thought I'd show you what it looked like because it's so user-friendly and I love it. If you do want to find out more about the Bad People podcast, there will be a link in the description to have a little look. I will be also sharing weekly podcast updates over on my Instagram stories if you don't follow me over there, so we can sort of, you know, discuss in my DMs and have a little conversation. So keep a lookout for that if you are also going to listen along. So yeah, make sure to check that out in the description, and I'm now going to show you my everyday makeup routine. I'm going to try and make it like not super in-depth and very like tutorial like. It's more just to show you what I do. And also, yes, my hair is kind of gross, but that is just what we're gonna have to live with. I have not done my makeup on camera in a very long time, so this is very bizarre for me, like really weird. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna prime. I love this primer at the moment. It's the Plump and Prime from Too Faced. It's just like, it's so moisturizing. It just feels so good. Also, I do want to say I have washed my face and like cleansed it this morning. So, but I did I moisturize? I can't remember. It was so long ago that I got up. It really wasn't, Talia. Like, who are you kidding? Look, it just gives you a little bit of glow as well, or shine, but you know, I like it. I like it nonetheless. Also, this is my favorite foundation in the whole wide world. It's the Born This Way 24-hour matte, but as you can see, she's slightly orange. So I'm mixing her with my Becca Very Light foundation, which I also really like, which is the ultimate coverage. But I actually just prefer the formula of this by itself. Sometimes you gotta mix. It happens. And also, it's probably still gonna be too dark for me. I think one of them oxidizes. This is really bizarre. It feels really weird doing this on camera again. Like, it's been so long that it just feels wrong. I also always use a sponge. Also, my skin at the moment, guys, she has been responding. I've been using retinol products, which are really working for me. Like, I've never been one for like good skin. I've never been one for bad skin necessarily, but like my skin's never been good. It's always been bumpy, or I've had some sort of spots and like some sort of closed comedone acne or whatever it is. Since I started using retinol though, she has cleared right up. Like, foundation now foundation always sit pretty well on my skin, but different story now. Look at that. Jeez. Is there a lump in there? I feel like there is. Oh God. Oh God. It's really difficult to do a makeup at my streaming desk. I'm very much used to just playing, you know, a bit of COD, bit of Among Us here, bit of Minecraft. This is not my usual situation. Also feels really weird not having the podcast on, or just not having anything to listen to, because obviously I don't know if I can play the podcast. Well, I don't want to spoil it as well, but I don't think I can play podcasts without getting copyrighted. I don't actually know. So you're just gonna have to stick with me chatting and whatever music's in the background right now. Hopefully it's a banger. Do you know what? This match is not bad. It's actually very good. I'm normally not great at mixing in light because I think I've not come to terms with the fact that I've not been away in so long. So this is like the palest that I've ever been, and it just doesn't feel good. And I'm not really a fake tan girl, so I've just had to sort of, you know, come to terms with it. Okay, I left my concealer. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do this. Oh, also, I've got some very purple trousers on, but we're not gonna talk about it, okay? Okay, see, look, I'm still patting. You can never stop patting. Right, next thing. Concealer. Actually, a little bit of cream contour. Yes, I cream contour every day. I'm that bitch. I use the NYX contour palette, a Fenty brush. I was about to tap it, but that doesn't do anything. I've gotten used to doing my makeup in a full-size mirror, so I keep looking at the viewfinder here. Well, it's not a viewfinder, but it's like my screen that I have. This lighting is not for makeup. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that works. And then a little bit underneath the nose. And then, yes, I'm going to contour my nose as well. Just use this brush from Morphe. My brushes are not really camera ready. I'm just going to wipe off the excess on the back of my hand. My hand ends up looking like a canvas, like an artist. That's one side. That's the other side. Beautiful, and then you're done. No, imagine I left it like that. Although sometimes I have gone out and no one's told me that my nose contour does high-key look like that. It's really hard to do your makeup on camera. My makeup normally just takes me 20 minutes, I'm done. But changing environments has changed the whole thing. It's not working! We're just gonna blend it all out. Our nose just is not gonna be cream contoured today. We'll just powder contour it a little bit. Okay, well, we've contoured. I'm gonna use concealer now. Do you know what? I'm just gonna do it in this. It's, oh no. That is a very stressful situation. I definitely need a mirror. Just in the corners and then up like that. Tip of the nose, bridge, chin, and that's it. I'm not highlighting the middle of my forehead. A lot of people do that, but when your forehead is the size of mine, you do not need to highlight it. Absolutely not. Everyone can already see it. There is no need to bring any attention to that area of my face. This helps to contour the nose a little bit as well because it just sort of drags a line down the side. This is where I start to become a canvas, a blank canvas. All my features are getting erased so I can just redraw them how I want. That is the aim, people. I want to put so much base on that you don't recognize me so that when I draw everything back on, I can just redraw it how I want it to be. Perfect. People always ask, how do you not get creases under your eyes? You just gotta keep doing this until you're ready for the powder. Now I am ready for the powder. I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade Honey. Well, I guess it's not translucent then, is it? Oh, no, it's still called translucent powder. Translucent Honey. It's basically the darker one. I find the other one gives me like, it's just a little bit too light for me. I know I look very pale right now, but I've still got some colour in there, you know. If you're not olivey, like if you've not got yellow undertone, do not use this powder. It will, you'll have yellow under eyes and that is not a cute look. Beautiful! Mash that in all over my face now. Back over with the powder. Also, can I just say, your sponge is meant to be wet. So many people, whenever I tweeted something the other day about a wet sponge, and so many people were like, wait, am I meant to wet my sponge? Yes, you are meant to wet this. I wash it every day before use, and that's how I wet it. I wash it with soap, and then I squeeze it, and like, it's meant to be damp. Otherwise, it's just gonna absorb your foundation, and it's gonna go on patchy as hell. That is the vibe. Also, I know I've still got the powder on my nose, but that is meant to be the thing, you know. Blush on the end of the nose. As you can see, I'm not dipping my brush into anything. I've not washed my brush in a while, so it's just got blush built up on it. That is so gross, Talia. Don't say that on the internet. As soon as I dip it into blush, it's just too much. And I like quite a heavy blush look, but... And now let's go back over with this. I just like it to look rosy without it being super, I mean, I guess it's kind of intense, but I like it. It's time for powder contour. Jeez. My very clean powder brush. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm exposing myself like this on the internet. Bit of Fenty, why not? Perfect. I mean, it's literally just regular bronzing. You do your cheeks, you do your forehead if you've got a big one like me. If you don't have a big one, don't do a lot of it because it'll make your forehead look smaller. Under my lip, under my chin, at the back of the jaw, like this. And then under the nose like that. And then I just sort of, I do a little dusting. Oh, do you know what though? That's not. Oh God! This is meant to be my everyday makeup routine, but like, good. Like, what is this? It's weird because in person I can't see it. Do you know what? Maybe that's part of the look. It's fine. Okay, next thing. Spray my face. I use the NYX matte finishing spray. I just make my face super like wet with it. While my face is still wet, highlight. I'm gonna use the Ofra Rodeo Drive because it's one of the best. Oh wow, look at that. She is shining, 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 yeah. And then tip of the nose and down the bridge. Beautiful. We look like we're glowing. And then back in with a sponge over the nose because I don't like my nose highlight to look too intense. A little bit over the cheeks so that it blends a bit. A little bit over the chin so it's just a sheen. Perfect. Right, time for brows. Now my brow pencil at the moment is black. So it's a real fun game every single day of, am I going to go too far today? So let's play that right now. It's the NYX pencil. Really like it. But are we going to go too far today? I'm just going to do a little tail. Also, I want to reiterate, this is my everyday makeup for stream. If I'm going out, no, I don't really do that differently. Who am I kidding? But it very much is camera makeup, which is why I'm a little bit annoyed about my nose contour, because my nose contour in person looks fine. Okay, I'm not going to do the inside yet. I'm just going to match the tails. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, it's fine. That's the one good thing about this pencil. It's very creamy, so if you make a mistake, you can kind of rub it off before it sets. I'm not really a big fan of super arched brows, but today we're doing it. Don't know why, but we are. Okay, so the tails are done, and I look crazy. And then I'm just going to flick up the front like this. Just draw straight lines like that. And this is how I do the intro to the brow, if you wanna call it that. Okay. Oh, see, look, that intro is beautiful. I will powder these brows down, by the way, so they don't look so intense. I think you've noticed that's my vibe for all makeup. I go a little bit hard and then I go back in with my sponge, and that's how I get everything to just look seamless and smooth. I think one of my biggest questions is, how does my makeup always look like? I think flawless is too, you know, bigging myself up, but it always looks fake, which I know that is weird, and like it's like, do you want to look fake? But it looks very clean, which almost looks a bit fake. It's like, how do you get your skin to look like porcelain? Well, you just gotta keep going over with your sponge. So I literally go over the front of my brows with the sponge like that, bit of foundation, and it just makes them look a little bit more natural. See? And then take my highlight brush and I just go over my lid. And then the eyeliner, the question that everyone has: how do you get your eyeliner so good? Now, eyeliner is my thing. I have been doing winged eyeliner since I was 15. At age 16, I wore winged eyeliner to school every single day. We were a non-uniform school at that time, so every single day I had a wing, and you just practice. That is literally all it is. It is practice. It's finding the shape that suits you, and it is practice. Okay, we might get a bit of a zoom here if we can. This is what we do. We draw a line like so. I then go halfway from that line, drag it to my eye like so, join it up, and then just sort of colour that bit in. And then where the tail is, I just sort of flick it out a bit better so that it goes to a point. There you go. That, my friends, is the perfect winged liner. A lot of makeup artists say you should do it messy and clean it up afterwards, but I feel like if you don't need to do it messy in the first place, why would you? Then also, little corner. I just draw a little line in my inner corner, and I just draw a little triangle. And then you just got to match it up. And I know that that's meant to be the hard bit, but just copy, you know. I do that on that side. This side's going to be a little longer, I think, already. I think the reason people often struggle to match is because a lot of people's eyes are different shapes. Like mine definitely are. Like one side comes down lower than the other. Like it just is what it is. And sometimes it's okay. As long as they're similar, I really don't think it matters that they're completely the same. And then I'll do the same on the inner corner. Winged liner done. Right, next is lips. Now this is the key to everything. Sharpen your lip liner every day without fail. This is the Peaches and Cream Praline lip liner. It is the best combination with the My Type lipstick that I'm going to use. Now I just draw my lip the shape I want it to be. Slightly overline, not too much, otherwise it's really obvious. I always say, like, slightly overlining makes your lips look way bigger than massively overlining, because the bigger, like, the more you overline, the more obvious it is. And if someone can see that you've overlined, it looks like someone with small lips who's trying to have big lips. Whereas if you've just overlined a little bit and they can't tell, it looks like you've naturally got whatever size they've sort of become, you know, which I think is much more flattering. But, you know, do you? Okay, I sort of colour them in like so. And sometimes I cut the corners. I get a bit of concealer and I literally wipe it in the corner like that to cut them off. I don't know if I'll do that today. This is My Type lipstick from Too Faced. Pretty much all my makeup is Too Faced. Like, I love Too Faced at the moment. I'm kind of obsessed. Then I normally use a piece of tissue. I pat and I blot, and I pat and I blot till they're blended. And then, oh wait, I need to do some mascara. Okay, this is the Huda Beauty mascara. I just use the volume side because I don't like the lengthening side. I don't think it's that good, but I think the volume side's really good. My favorite mascara is It Cosmetics Superhero. It is so good. I'm not gonna put lashes on today because I plan on doing a really long stream. So I think if I have lashes on, I'm gonna get annoyed and they're probably gonna get ripped off halfway through, which is not a look. I mean, honestly, I've got tiny eyelashes, so, you know, can you tell a difference? No, but it's fine. It's just something that it means that I know that, you know, at least maybe someone can see one of my eyelashes, but I do have the world's smallest eyelashes, so it's fine. Just go with the flow. And then the last step of my makeup routine is my mole. I have a mole here. Can you see it? It's hidden right now by makeup, so I just draw it back on. Where is it? She's there. She's my friend, Cindy. Never named her before, but now she's Cindy. So yeah, that is my everyday makeup routine. That was a little bit messy, but that is how I did my makeup. It is a bit messy. It is a bit like, oh, even though I use the same products every day, I'm like, wait, what am I doing next? What am I doing now? And it's literally the exact same thing every single day, unless I'm feeling a little bit adventurous, which doesn't happen all that often anymore. So I do apologize if you are one of my old makeup followers. Don't forget to check out the Bad People podcast in the description below and BBC Sounds in general. Like I said, I'll be talking to you every single week on my Instagram stories about it so that we can chat. That is it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit different for me, although it's not different at all because it's what I used to do, but you know what I mean. That's it for me, guys. Love you all and goodbye. Oh God, I've spilt it all. Oh wait, sorry guys. I just needed to give you a little look at this, get in on this skin. Look at that highlight. Oh, bitch.